Pollution of air and water. Lesson preview. Air pollution. Types of air pollutants. Acid rain. Greenhouse effect. Effects of global warming. Ways to control air pollution. Water pollution. Harmful effects of polluted water. Potable water. Water conservation. Air and water are the two most important natural resources vital for our survival. But it is very unfortunate that there has been a rapid deterioration in the quality of both air and water in the past few decades. The number of people suffering from respiratory diseases is rising gradually. Potable water is becoming much scarcer due to widespread pollution of water bodies. It is thus very essential to ensure that we get clean air and water, free from harmful substances. In your previous classes, you have learnt about the various kinds of pollution. Can you recall them? You have also learnt how important air and water are. In this chapter, we shall study about the causes of air and water pollution, the resultant harmful changes taking place in our surroundings and ways to prevent them. Air pollution. We all know that it is impossible for living things to survive without air. You must have noticed quality of air in villages is much better than that in crowded cities. Can you guess why? You have already studied that air is a mixture of various gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, methane, ozone, etc. It also contains some dust particles, microorganisms, and water vapor. Human activities have disturbed this natural composition of air. There is more smoke and dust in the air, making it impure. The contamination of air with unwanted substances which make it harmful for both living and non-living things is called air pollution. The substances which are responsible for air pollution are called air pollutants. Sources of air pollution. The sources of air pollution are power plants, factories, automobiles, burning of firewood and agricultural waste. Types of air pollutants. The air pollutants are of two types, gaseous pollutants and particulate pollutants. Gaseous pollutants include oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, chlorofluorocarbons, vapors of organic solvents, etc. Particulate pollutants. Particulate pollutants include smoke, dust, cement, asbestos, lead oxide, etc. Most of the pollutants are added to air due to human activities. Burning of fossil fuels in thermal plants and automobiles releases oxides of sulfur and nitrogen in the sky. Vehicles produce a large amount of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and smoke. Carbon monoxide is produced due to incomplete burning of fuels such as petrol and diesel. It is a poisonous gas. Chlorofluorocarbons are used as coolants in air conditioners and refrigerators and in aerosol sprays. They damage the ozone layer. Can you recall the importance of ozone layer? Ozone layer protects us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Industries are another major cause of air pollution. Oxides of nitrogen and sulfur are produced during the refining of petroleum and its products. In winters, there is a thick fog-like layer in the atmosphere called smog. It is made up of smoke and fog. This smog is responsible for many respiratory problems. Particulate pollutants remain suspended in air. They cause diseases when inhaled. They are produced in steel-making industries, mining, and power plants. Some air pollutants, their sources, and harmful effects are given in the following table. Table. Pollutants. Sources. Effects of the pollutant on health. Gaseous pollutants. Sulfur dioxide. Nitrogen oxide. Burning of fossil fuels. Automobile exhaust. Refining of petroleum and its products. Respiratory problems. Irritation in the eyes, headache, heart diseases, can cause permanent lung damage. Carbon monoxide. Incomplete combustion of carbon fuels like coal, petroleum. It reduces the oxygen-carrying capacity of blood. It causes nausea, headache, and giddiness. If present in high concentration, it can cause hydrogen sulfide, chemical industries, refineries, headache, nausea, chlorofluorocarbons, used as coolants in refrigerators, air conditioners, and aerosol sprays. Chlorofluorocarbons damage the ozone layer by making a hole in it. Ozone layer protects us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Particulate pollutants, smoke, combustion of fossil fuels, cement industry, building construction, asbestos fiber, dust, stone crushers, woodwork. Particulate pollutants remain suspended in the air for a long time. They reduce visibility and cause haze. They cause irritation to the eyes and throat, respiratory diseases, etc. Natural phenomena like forest fires and volcanic eruptions are also responsible for air pollution by releasing smoke and dust into the air. Forest fires also add carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and oxides of nitrogen and sulfur into the atmosphere. Acid rain. Oxides of nitrogen and sulfur are responsible for causing acid rain. These, as you have already learned, are produced by burning of coal, petrol, and diesel products. These oxides react with water droplets in the air to form nitric and sulfuric acid. When it rains, these acids mixed with rain fall down. This is known as acid rain. Acid rain causes corrosion of the metallic structures such as railway bridges. It accelerates leaching of soil and rocks. It harms aquatic life, killing fish and other marine animals. It damages crops and forests. It damages human respiratory system. It damages structures made of marble, limestone, and cement. The historical monument, the Taj Mahal, is being corroded by acid rain. The white marble is gradually turning yellow. The industries in and around Agra, especially the Mathura oil refinery, is producing oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. The Honorable Supreme Court had to intervene in the matter and asked the government to take necessary steps to reduce damage to the monument. Greenhouse effect. We receive heat from the sun. Some of the heat radiates back into the space from the atmosphere and some of it is absorbed by the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane and sent back to the earth. These trapped radiations warm the earth. This phenomenon is called the greenhouse effect. This is what makes the surface of the earth warmer and makes the survival of living beings on earth possible. When the concentration of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide increases in the air, more heat is trapped, resulting in increase in the average temperature of the earth. This is called global warming. Human activities are leading to continuous release of carbon dioxide in the air, and at the same time deforestation is increasing. Plants use carbon dioxide during the process of photosynthesis. Due to deforestation, the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is increasing. As a result of this double impact, more and more heat is being trapped in the Earth's atmosphere, causing the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere to gradually rise. Some other gases which contribute to global warming are methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor. They are also included in greenhouse gases. Effects of global warming. Drastic changes in the weather patterns which affect agriculture. Melting of glaciers. Submersion of many low-lying areas due to dramatic rise in sea level. Increase in rainfall and flooding in some areas. Occurrence of droughts in some other places. Warmer climate which will affect plant and animal life. Global warming is a matter of concern for people all over the world. Many countries have signed an agreement called Kyoto Protocol to reduce emission of greenhouse gases. If drastic steps are not taken to curb global warming, the temperature may rise by more than 2 degrees Celsius by the end of the 21st century. Ways to control air pollution. We can control air pollution by following simple measures like use of cleaner fuels like CNG, LPG, and unleaded petrol in public and private transport. In crowded cities like Delhi, use of CNG has definitely reduced the level of pollution and made the air cleaner. Using especially designed smokeless chillers/stoves for burning coal, kerosene, etc. reduces air pollution. Use of renewable sources of energy like solar, wind, and hydro energy. Use of public transport or pooling of cars should be encouraged. Do not use vehicles for short distances. Service your vehicle regularly. Vehicles should be fitted with a catalytic converter which converts harmful gases like carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide to harmless gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen and water before releasing the exhaust into the air. Do not burn dry leaves. Use them to make compost. Plant more trees in your surroundings. In factories, power plants, and petroleum refineries, the gases given off are scrubbed down with water before being released from chimneys. This removes poisonous gases, such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide by dissolving them. Electrostatic precipitators are fitted into chimneys in factories to eliminate solid particulate matter such as carbon from waste gases before they are let out into the atmosphere. Water pollution. We have already studied in the previous classes that all living things need water to survive and to carry out various activities. We therefore need clean water which can be safely used for human consumption. This is called potable water. Unfortunately, we are constantly polluting our water resources. Water pollution occurs when harmful substances, often chemicals or microorganisms, contaminate a stream, river, lake, ocean, aquifer, or other water bodies, degrading water quality and rendering it toxic to humans or the environment. The substances which pollute water are called water pollutants. Causes of water pollution. The main reasons for the pollution of water in our rivers and lakes are discharge of large quantities of garbage, untreated sewage waste, dead bodies, and many other harmful things directly into the water bodies. Untreated sewage contains food waste, detergents, disease-causing microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, parasites, and viruses. Discharge of waste from the industries. Harmful and toxic chemicals such as arsenic, fluoride, and lead are discharged into rivers from factories. Paper mills, oil refineries, textile and sugar mills, and chemical factories are chiefly responsible for the discharge. Extensive use of fertilizers, weedicides, and pesticides in agriculture. They dissolve in water and seep into the ground causing pollution of groundwater. Besides this, water also flows from the fields into the water bodies and creates hazards for aquatic life. Oil spills from ferryboats and ships leave oil on the water surface, polluting water of the river and oceans and posing a threat to aquatic and marine life. Harmful effects of polluted water. Untreated domestic sewage when discharged into water bodies is a breeding ground for many microorganisms. These microorganisms may cause diseases like cholera, typhoid, jaundice, gastroenteritis, etc. Industrial waste contains many toxic chemicals and substances which can harm both aquatic animals and human beings. Oil spills lead to destruction of aquatic life. Pollution of water leads to a reduction in the number of plants and animals due to the destruction of their natural habitats. Washing away of fertilizers into water bodies causes rapid growth of algae and many weeds. They soon cover the entire surface of water. This is called eutrophication. They consume most of the oxygen present in the dissolved water of such water bodies. This creates deficiency of oxygen in water bodies and leads to the death of other aquatic animals and plants. Eutrophication means nutrient enrichment of water bodies resulting in overgrowth of algae and plants in the water body. This leads to depletion of dissolved oxygen in water bodies, which results in death of aquatic plants and animals. Hot water released from power plants raises the temperature of the water body, thus affecting the plants and animals living in it. Prevention of water pollution. Do not throw garbage into the water bodies. Avoid bathing and washing clothes near water bodies. Industrial and domestic waste must be properly treated before disposing it off in rivers. Excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides should be avoided. Instead, use eco-friendly fertilizers and herbicides. Strict enforcement of the pollution control rules formulated by the government should be carried out. Trees should be planted around the river banks. Water treatment plants should be installed in all industrial areas. Reduce, reuse and recycle water. Potable water. Supply of drinkable water is very scarce. A large percentage of global population remains without access to safe drinking water. The main processes by which water is purified at home include filtration. You have already learnt about filtration, which is a physical method of removing impurities. Muslin cloth is used at homes for filtering. Electric water filters are now available in the market. The simplest kind of filter, candle type, consists of a porous pot made of clay or ceramic. Ultraviolet light kills germs and it is used in several water purifiers nowadays. Reverse osmosis, RO, is another technique used in water purifiers these days. Here, water is passed through a semi-permeable membrane. It has very fine pores through which water can pass through but not the impurities. The RO filters are very popular today. Methods of water filtration: domestic filter, reverse osmosis, UV water purifier. Many households boil water. This is the best and the most effective way of killing germs. Water should be boiled for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Filtered water can be made germ-free by adding suitable chemicals like potassium permanganate, bleaching powder or chlorine. Chlorination is a common method. Use only the specified amount of chlorine tablets. Water treatment plant. Water conservation. The purpose of water conservation is to increase the amount of potable and clean water availability. Some easy and practicable water conservation methods are: avoiding water wastage, using better irrigation methods such as drip irrigation, in which water is supplied to the roots of plants drop by drop, instead of filling the entire field with water. Recycling of water in factories and using it several times before it is disposed of. Effective flood control, especially by building canals, dams and reservoirs. Soil conservation measures, such as planting trees, increases groundwater level. Treating sewage and factory wastes before discharging them into water bodies to prevent pollution. Using biodegradable, organic, fertilizers and pesticides. Water harvesting of rainwater to raise the groundwater level.